Hello world! This is an intro to Rephy, a command line tool that allows you to extract and analyze content from web specification. You need Node.js as a prerequisite, and then you can install Rephy globally through npm. So first question is, of course, why would you want to do that? Well, let's say that you want to extract the web IDL that WebTransport defines to run some analysis on it. I can say, Rephy, please scroll the spec whose short name is WebTransport. Run the IDL extraction module on it, and don't bother wrapping the result in some complex JSON structure. There you go. Of course, most specs have an IDL index these days, so for one spec you could just as well do a copy and paste from the spec directly. The power of Rephy is that it can run extraction modules on multiple specs at once. For instance, here I'm going to create a dump of the IDL defined in all media capture specs. Rephy includes processing modules to extract CSS definitions, IDL, markup elements, concept definitions, headings, links, and references. But you can also provide your own processing module. Let's give it a try. Our manual of style, yes, we do have a manual of style, recommends to avoid contractions such as don't. Can we quickly find out which specs use don't or doesn't? To do that, I'm going to create a contractions.mjs module. The module exports a function that will be run against the loaded spec in a browser. That function must return something that can be serialized as JSON. I kept it really basic here, just some regular expression magic. Now giving it a try on the web app manifest spec, because why not? If it works, I will run it on all the specs. It works! See the contractions property at the end of the structure? The spec has 21 occurrences of don't or doesn't. Bad spec. Rephy knows about 450 specs or so that roughly match what browsers implement. Crawling takes time, like 5 to 10 minutes. In the interest of time, I'm skipping it. Final report tells me that some specs contain lots of don't and doesn't. There may be more urgent things to fix in our specs, but at least I know which spec do not follow the guideline. You may pass the URL of a spec that Rephy knows absolutely nothing about as well. And typically Rephy knows nothing about the manual of style. It seems the manual of style does not follow its own guidelines. Oh well. I created a processing module of very limited interest here. The point that I'm trying to make is that specs have a lot of content that may be worth processing for some reason. Rephy gives you the power to extract the info you need from the specs. Not convinced that this can be of any use?
What if I told you that today Rephy powers WebRef?
Okay. In turn, WebRef is used in web platform tests to maintain ideal tests, in TypeScript to maintain ideal types, in Respec, and soon by Shed in Theory to fill the cross-reference database, and perhaps soon in MDN to maintain CSS property definitions. If you want to learn more about Rephy, I encourage you to read the tool's help, or to check Rephy's open source code on GitHub. Things remain clunky here and there. Please report issues that you may encounter. Thanks for watching, and happy spec processing!